I just created my first AI-powered, fully animated podcast, and people are going crazy asking how I did it. The comments are flooded with questions like, how did you make this? Teach us your process. We need a full tutorial, so here it is. But let me ask you this. How much money do you think you could make if you consistently posted AI-generated podcast episodes? Let me tell you, a lot. And the best part, AI does most of the work for you. Today, I'm revealing everything, step by step, from writing the perfect AI-generated script to generating realistic AI voices, animating talking avatars, and editing a professional podcast that prints money while you sleep. This is the future of content creation, and people are already cashing in. Like this channel right here, English Podcast Zone. This channel pulls in 1.5 million views per month. And when I checked one of their videos that hit 2.7 million views, guess what? It was just AI-generated images and voiceovers. That's it. And they're making tens of thousands of dollars a month from it. Now imagine what we can do with an AI animated podcast. The potential is insane. But here's the thing, they're missing one trick that could skyrocket their views even further, turning their podcasts into shorts and linking back to the full episode. And speaking of shorts, if you're thinking about starting a YouTube Shorts or TikTok channel, you need to check out Leonardo AI. This tool is next level. Leonardo doesn't just spit out random video ideas. It literally shows you what's about to go viral. Trends, analytics, best posting times. It's like having a secret weapon for blowing up on social media. You ever see a video take off and think, man, I should have made that? Yeah, Leonardo makes sure you never miss out again. It's super easy. Just create an account with Gmail, and boom, you get access to a list of high-performing niches that are crushing it on YouTube and TikTok. On the sidebar, you'll find tools to analyze top-performing content so you can see exactly what's working and why. No more guesswork. You can even spy on top creators in your niche. Just enter their channel URL, and Leonardo pulls up their best videos, total views, engagement rates, and the golden virality score. This tells you exactly which topics are blowing up so you can jump in at the right time. Now, if you're serious about making money online, you can start right now. But if you don't want to wait for YouTube's monetization requirements, here's another play. Buy a monetized YouTube or TikTok account from Tick Accounts that's ready to earn from day one. And of course, I got you. Use my special discount code in the description to get 5% off. Plus, I'll drop the link to Leonardo AI so you can start hacking the algorithm today. Don't get left behind. Let's dive in. You don't need to start from scratch. One of the biggest secrets in content creation is repurposing, and that's exactly what I did. Instead of writing an entirely new podcast script, I took one of my YouTube videos and transformed it into a full AI podcast. The video I used, how to make passive income on YouTube. Instead of manually rewriting everything, I let AI do the heavy lifting. Here's what I did. 1. I copied the video link. 2. I went to Notebook LM, clicked Create New, and pasted the link. 3. I selected YouTube as the content source and hit Generate. After a few moments, Notebook LM created a 13-minute AI-generated podcast script. But here's the problem. The narrator didn't sound like me. It felt like some random guy talking about my content, not Ice King. So here's how I fixed it. I clicked Customize to rewrite the script instructions. I made it clear that I, Ice King, am the host, and the content should be framed in my voice and style. I added key details. The podcast is about passive income and YouTube monetization. It should include examples of affiliate marketing and brand deals without using specific names. Then I clicked Generate again and waited. A few moments later, boom. A 19-minute AI-generated podcast. It actually sounded like me. At this point, the AI had generated a full podcast conversation, but there was one big issue. We don't know who the AI voices are. If I use this as is and later generated another podcast, the voices could change completely. So we need a way to separate and identify each speaker. That's where Descript comes in. This tool lets us transcribe the AI-generated podcast into text, detect and separate speakers, edit out unnecessary parts before moving to voiceover generation. Here's how to do it. 1. Sign up for Descript and create a new project. 2. Choose Audio Project and select 2 speakers. 3. Upload the AI-generated podcast audio file. 4. Wait while Descript transcribes and detects speakers. Now, you can see the full transcript with different speakers identified. At this stage, we have 2 options. Option 1. Use the AI voices as they are. If you want to use the AI-generated voices without any changes, here's how to separate and export each speaker's audio. Click on the 3 dots. Select Create Sequence. Create a new audio track for each speaker. Use the blade tool to cut and move each speaker's voice to a separate track. Mute track 2, export track 1, then reverse the process for the other speaker. But I don't recommend using these voices. Why? You have zero control over them. If AI randomly decides to switch the voices in the next podcast, you're stuck. Monetization risks. YouTube and other platforms need to verify the voice source. So, what's the better move? Option 2. Export and edit the transcript for a custom AI voice. Now we take control. Here's how to refine the script before moving to voiceover generation. Click Publish, Export, Transcript. Make sure all options are on on, download the file, and start reviewing. Now, this is where you make the podcast yours. AI is smart, but let's be honest, it doesn't always sound like you, so go through the script and fix the weird stuff. Here's what to watch out for: filler words, repetitive phrases, robotic sentences. Now, let's make it engaging. This is your podcast. Your energy, humor, and style should be in every word. For example, I went through my script and added my name in key places to make it feel personal. Inserted funny reactions and memes because, let's be real, nobody wants a boring lecture. Tweaked sentences to match my flow. If it doesn't sound like something I'd say in real life, I change it. Pro tip: stuck on a sentence? Use ChatGPT to tweak it. Just paste a section and say, make this sound more natural and engaging. Boom! AI polishes AI. Once your script is clean, engaging, and 100% you, it's time for the next big move: creating a professional AI voiceover that sounds like a real person. If you want your podcast to sound professional, engaging, and monetizable, you can't just use any robotic AI voice. You need the best. That's why we're using ElevenLabs, a tool that gives you super realistic voices, just like the one you're hearing right now. Yeah, that's right. This entire voiceover generated with ElevenLabs. Now let's get to work. If you have the paid plan, which I highly recommend if you're serious about AI podcasting, here's how to speedrun this process. Step 1. Open ElevenLabs and go to the VoiceOver Studio. Step 2. Import your edited script from Descript as a CSV file. Step 3. Don't have it in CSV format? No problem. Just ask ChatGPT to convert it for you. Step 4. Assign different AI voices to each speaker. Step 5. Click Generate Stale Audio and check if everything flows natural. Step 6. Export your files and choose audio tracks zip. Once you unzip the file, you'll see each speaker has their own separate audio file, exactly what we need for the next step. But what if you don't have the paid plan? Don't worry, I got you. Okay, so you don't have ElevenLabs Pro? That means we have to do things manually, but it's still 100% possible. Step 1. Go to the text-to-speech section in ElevenLabs. Step 2. Open your script and copy-paste each line manually. Step 3. Generate the voiceover for each line. Download it and rename the file. Trust me, you'll thank yourself later. Step 4. Keep going and going and going. How long did this take me? 45 minutes of manually copying, pasting, generating, downloading, and organizing. Was it painful? Yes. Did it work? Also yes. I ended up with 2 folders, one for the Ice King's voiceovers and another for the Ice Queen's. But here's the problem. We now have dozens of tiny audio clips, each only a few seconds long. We need to combine them into a single smooth voiceover track for each speaker. Time to assemble the voiceovers like the Avengers. Step 1. Open Premiere Pro or CapCut if you want a free option. Step 2. Import all the tiny voiceover files. Step 3. Create a new sequence and name it whatever you want. Step 4. Start placing the files in order on the timeline. The most important trick to make AI voices sound more natural: cut the gaps between sentences. Use 2 audio tracks for each speaker. Slightly overlap the tracks by a couple of frames to create natural speech flow. Trust me, if you don't do this, your AI voice will sound like it's constantly buffering. Step 5. Assign track 1 and 2 for Ice King, track 3 and 4 for Ice Queen. Step 6. Once everything is perfectly arranged, mute tracks 3 and 4 and export just the Ice King voice. Step 7. Then mute tracks 1 and 2, unmute tracks 3 and 4, and export the Ice Queen's voice. This whole process took me about 2 hours and a half, but in the end, boom. Now that we've got the voices, it's time to give them a face. Let's create our AI avatars and bring our AI podcast to life with animated avatars. But first, we need the perfect AI-generated characters. Here's what I did. I went to ChatGPT and asked it to generate a highly detailed prompt for a young man looking directly at the camera wearing headphones. I specified the background style and wanted the character to have a Pixar-like yet realistic look. And boom, ChatGPT delivered. Same process for the lady avatar. I tweaked a few details, adjusted the style, and got 2 solid prompts ready to go. With the prompts in hand, it's time to generate the avatars. For this, I used 2 main tools. Imagine Art. Good, but sometimes unpredictable. Leonardo AI. More control, better results. For this video, I went with Leonardo AI since Imagine Art didn't quite nail the look I wanted. Here's what I did. Open Leonardo AI and go to Image Creation. Select Phoenix 1.0 model for the most detailed and lifelike results. Set the aspect ratio to 16:9, perfect for YouTube. Paste in the prompt from ChatGPT and hit Generate. First generation results, stunning. But let's generate again because, let's be honest, AI always surprises us. When I generate again, I get a nice result, but wait, let's generate again, just in case. AI art rule number 1. You think you've got the best result, then you generate one more time. After a few generations, I decide on this one. Yeah, I know, this is the first one I generated, but I had to see if there was something better. Alright, time to repeat the process for the lady avatar. Paste the second prompt, generate, and boom, another masterpiece. This one right here, perfect. Downloading it now. Now that we have our avatars, it's time to make them talk. For this, we're using Hedra AI, one of the best tools for bringing still images to life. But here's the catch. To generate long AI animation clips, you need a paid plan. So I opened my wallet and saw nothing. But there's a free plan. It lets you generate up to 5 videos per day, but each clip is only 30 seconds long. Here's how I worked around it. 1. I opened an online audio cutter and split my voiceovers into 30-second chunks. 2. Made sure not to cut mid-sentence so the animations sync perfectly. 3. Spend an hour straight slicing, dicing, and prepping my audio files. Finally, time to generate the animations. Open Hedra AI, upload the first speaker's avatar plus 30-second voice clip. Click generate. Watch the magic happen. Repeat the process for the lady avatar. But remember, we only get 5 free videos per day. So yeah, this took forever. Lesson learned. If you're serious about making AI podcasts a passive income machine, investing in tools like ElevenLabs and Hedra AI will save you hours of work. But trust me, you'll make 100x more when you start monetizing these videos. Next step, bringing everything together with pro-level editing. Let's go. Now that we have everything, AI-generated voices, talking avatars, and synced animations, it's time for the final magic touch, editing and upscaling. First, I fired up Premiere Pro and started assembling the clips of the Ice King avatar, which by the way took me days to generate. I placed them on the timeline and adjusted scale and position for each clip. But here's the problem. Hard cuts between clips feel unnatural. So to fix that, I applied a morph cut transition to smooth everything out. Once all the clips flowed seamlessly, I selected them all, right-clicked, nest, and boom. Now they act as a single clip, making it easier to apply effects. Now we need crisp, high-quality visuals. I applied 2 effects. Sharpen, set to 50 for added clarity. Unsharp mask, amount 100. Radius, 5 for extra definition. That already made a huge difference, but I wanted more. So I turned to AI-powered video upscalers. I asked ChatGPT for the best AI video upscaling tools, and everywhere I looked, people recommended Topaz Video AI. But have you seen the price tag? So I searched for a free alternative and found that CapCut has an AI upscaler built right in. 1. Go to CapCut.com, click Create. New 2. Select Video Upscaler, drag and drop your AI video. 3. Apply the upscaling for both avatars separately. Now that both avatars were upscaled, I stacked the clips on top of each other, starting with the Ice King avatar on the top layer. To make the conversation feel more cinematic, I applied a diagonal crop effect. Keyframe the position of the top layer, Ice King video, use the linear wipe effect on the top layer, set wipe angle, negative 108 degrees, and transition completion, 28%, adjust scale and position for a perfect split screen look. Now, the 2 avatars appear side by side with a smooth transition. A podcast isn't complete without the right background music. I grabbed a calm, podcast-friendly track from Pixabay, lowered the volume to blend perfectly, right-click the music, audio gain, set to negative 15 decibels, adjust volume across sections to keep it balanced. Then, I fine-tuned the colors, added captions, and made sure everything looked perfect. And finally, export time. Now we have a fully animated AI-generated podcast that looks professional, sounds natural, and is 100% ready to start making money. Next step, upload and monetize. And just like that, you now have a fully automated AI-powered podcast. No speaking required, no filming needed. 100% monetizable. AI is making podcasting easier than ever. The question is, are you going to take action or just watch others cash in? I've linked all the tools I used today in the description, along with the ones I personally use. Don't just sit on this, grab the tools, start creating, and turn this method into real income. If this video helped you out, smash that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss any game-changing AI content. Want to see the full AI podcast in action? Or maybe you're ready to learn how to create AI animation videos that make people rich. Click here to watch now. Let's automate success together. Ice King out.